those who are visiting my channel, Practical Agentic AI. Thank you so much for visiting this day 10. So, before going into the detail of the day 10, let me give you a recap what has been done so far from the day 1 to day 9. So, you gradually understand like what we are developing right now. And in day 9, you already introduced the multi-agent system. So when I say multi-agent system, there are two type of multi-agent system that we discuss. One is sequential multi-agents, and another one is LLM routing based multi-agent. So in order to get a detail, you can go into the day 9. So based on the concept of day 9, we just upgraded the concept from day 9 to day 10 using a supervised pattern. See, you are developing one agent, then you are coming up with the multiple agents. But at some point of time, before upgrading to a next level, you need some supervised kind of thing, right? You need to validate outputs. You need to add a retry logic. What if one agent failed to get a details from the LLM, right? It may happen some failure exception. Those who are in a .NET development, they know there are exception handling cases, logging, and everything. So before take it to the next level, the multi-agent system, I think we need to introduce some kind of supervised pattern which will ensure that your retry escalation logic or anything input validation or output validation need to be done. So you can say it's more of a there's a control on intelligence layer. So you can see in the left side we have done this multiple agent in the day 9 9a 9b, where LLM based routing also you have introduced, where you have a choice to select the which agent you want, because in the day 9, even though you have multi agent system, but one agent doesn't talk to the another agent, they're working independently. In one case it is a sequential in the 9a, but in 9b it is depending upon the user choice which one you want to execute first. But in the latter days we will show how agent to agent collaboration, right? That is not there so far. So before going to the agent to agent cooperation or collaboration, we are introducing something kind of you can say the quality using the supervised pattern. So you can see in the oversight, error detection, confidence evaluation, retry mechanism, right? Whoever working on the API side or calling the third party APIs, they know how to handle a retry mechanism. This is a pattern, right? In case a call fails, again you will retry for some time, circuit breaker, those concepts comes in, right? Retry logic, fallback, those everything comes under you can say the .NET. So what is the problem statement? So problem statement is like agent may return invalid or weak responses, right? It may happen because as of now we are concentrating or focusing like we will create a input and then we will send it to the LLM and it will come up with a response, assuming 100% everything is fine. What if something goes on and everything? So in 9b you can see we have introduced outing agents, selected agents, final report. But in day 10, almost the architecture is same, but we have added additional intelligence layer of, you can say, supervise, right? What supervisor do to check the monitoring kind of thing. The supervisor will do all this validation, retry, and everything. So we will reuse the day 9 application to upgrade to the day 10 using the supervised agent. So both are same diagram, but we just shown in a different way. Supervised pattern, how monitoring the child. The namings are different, but ultimately the same thing. Routing agent will be there, selected agents will be there, but you will see another layer of supervised agent. So the same thing, user, so routing agent, and then worker. Worker agent is nothing but the agents which are working under this, right? As I said, we are using this code review agent, test case generation agent, and failure analysis agent. All are working as a worker agent under the umbrella of routing agent. But in between that, we are introducing a supervised pattern to govern this, to retry, to monitor this, right? That we are actually introducing. You can see it is a quality kind of thing. So validation, escalate the server failure, all those things will be covered up. It will increase the reliability, control, AI governance, production grade architecture, right? When you are working on any project, at some point of time, you want the quality to be maintained. Even if failure happens, how to handle everything, right? So I hope the purpose is very clear. So it is nothing but a extension of the day 9 on the multi-agent that we are adding a supervisor kind of pattern to govern or you can say monitor the worker agents. Practice of giving the PDF. Okay, so PDF contains the same thing what we discuss with additional details how the application will look like. So you already discuss how the day flow 10 flow would be. Supervised grows governs. So it is like a governance kind of thing, governing the execution. This is the application architecture. When we give the demo, will show. This is the orchestration agent. routing agent, LLM decision, and worker agent, and we are giving a supervised agent. Supervised agent will uh, work on the top of the worker agent, right? All the worker agent, and will check the validate output, retry if valid. All this quality parameter will be covered up by this supervised agent, and finally the report will come. So supervisor is not a worker; it is a governance. The architecture, whoever gone through the day 9, they will feel similar kind of activity, or you can say architecture. Only the difference is the supervisor is a new one that we are adding. Remaining thing as it is same like a day 9. So what will be the strategy? Some strategy we have taken, because we are using the worker agent like code review, test case generator, failure. All will work on this validation rule. We will show how this validation rule are applied, and will work under the supervisor agent. So after day 10, so you can say it is the intelligent routing. Routing is already there in the 9B, but the governance we have applied. Multi-agent collaboration, still it is not collaborated, but they are working independently. But yes, it is a multi-agent. Multiple purpose has been resolved. How agent will talk to each other, that will be covered up in the upcoming days. Validation layer, retry logic, escalation logic. So these are no longer a demo, right? It is a governance awareness in the AI. So let's go to the demo. This program. So as it is, we have done in the day 9. It will pick up this order service.cs for code review purpose and test case generation, and this log file will be used as a dump for failure analysis agent. So it will go to the orchestration agent first, then it will check all the worker agent along with the intelligent LLM routing agent, and also the supervisor who actually taken care of the quality things. All that comes together over here. The code wise we have done this, but in future when you go to the upcoming days, you will see more optimized code. Okay, that will be done in the upcoming days. But just try to understand the LLM and the AI perspective. Don't think from the .NET perspective. So these are the things uh, being called under this orchestration agent. So then the file will be called with a user request. Decision will be made from the router. Based on the router decision, then if you want all three will be executed. If you want only one will be executed. So you have depending upon the choice. But that is already covered in the day 9. What additional thing has been done is, right, this is the part of the supervise that we are talking about in the day 10. That it will execute as well as based on the condition. So if you go to the supervise, see, as I mentioned, right, max retry attempt to the LLM, all will be considered over here. Even the validation result, validation rule also being whatever validation rule you will pass from the what is that, from the orchestrator agent. So orchestrator is working program.cs orchestrator agent, and then you talk to the supervisor. And based on this, this is the actual worker agent will be called for a particular purpose along with the condition that you given. White space. If you want to create a test cases, the count should be greater than 0. So all condition you pass into the supervisor. Supervisor will work based on the given condition, the whatever we have given the condition, validation rule, and the agent execution and the agent name. Hope this is clear. So let's see how it is working. The routing agent, based on the condition, the LLM will help you to set up which one you want. I will show you also how it is working. See, now your orchestration agent is being initialized. It is asking for which one you want. We want review, suppose. Don't want test counter failure root cause. Okay, only review. See, it is already been covered in the day 9, but I am just again reiterating in the day 10 also. So once this is go inside, see how router is helping to choose the agent based on the user input. See the response. I said I want review. Then the LLM, the router, said the run code review is true, test generator is false, and the run failure analysis is true. Ideally, it should be run code analysis should be true. However, so I hope you understand what exactly we are trying to get it. And then this will be covered in day 9. The real game is at the supervised level. Now we are passing what exactly we need to execute, what rule we are passing, and the agent and code reviewer, right? So maximum time it will try 2 times. So in the attempt one, it is trying to get the code review details from the Olama LLM using the semantic kernel. So calling the LLM for this review or the test case generation or anything, any worker agent, you can add a additional logic or validation is in the supervised pattern. That the flexibility we have or we have introduced right now in the multi-agent system, right? We don't know when there are multiple agent, which agent will stop working. Can we try more than one time? So those things will be covered by this pattern. See the result has came. Now validation rule, whatever we have given, pass the validation. Let me similar way the other things will be done. Even though I have asked for only code review, but it is showing the other one. We will check into this. But you got my point, right? That this validation is nothing but the introduction to the supervised pattern in the day 10. So that is the purpose B. So go through the day 9 and then you come to the day 10. The things will be more clearer because in the day 9 we have done multi-agent system, but the agent independently working, even though sequential or the LLM routing based advanced one, but they are not talking to each other. They are in isolation but working together. But in day 10, we have added additional external logic or attempt to try because we don't know how LLM will behave, right? LLM also something is external. And in day next day, we will actually do the agent to agent communication where one agent will depend on another agent. So that will be done in the upcoming days. So hope I think it is clear. Similarly, the code review agent, the failure agent will work. Okay. And it will go to the failure agent means what failure agent is. Now let me show you the failure agent. Failure agent will work like the same way a CI log on the log file, but it will go through the same time. You can see it is also almost done. Routing. So orchestration you see same logic based on the decision. It will analyze and we are passing the condition. See all the details has came. So right now it is a console, but if it is even you can do it in the proper dashboard also or in the Power BI also or in a PDF, whichever. So ultimately the supervision has been done. Hope this is clear.